Don't sin out of ignorance. I'm going to tell you why these portable starters are leaving so many people stranded on the road. Why? Because when they have an emergency and the battery dies, they come to connect these clamps for precisely, they bought this for such an emergency and absolutely nothing happens. And that's when they think, damn, I've bought a real piece of junk, garbage, but that's not the case. What happened is that they didn't explain to you or you didn't read well when you bought it. How does one of these devices work? So you can get the most out of it and it does its job, which is to get you out of an emergency. And this vehicle that has a dead battery, the demonstration will be later, but knowing this is crucial, in the Hulkman 8.5 starter, but not all starters, I'll explain what that means. It has a function that when a battery like these is dead, generally when a battery doesn't work, it's not able to start the car. Still, most of them have some voltage left. What it means is that when you put the clamps on, the device works and you can start the vehicle quickly. But what happens when you have no voltage at all? You don't even have, I don't know, a few volts there. The battery is practically a corpse. Well, none of these chargers are going to work for you unless you do the following. One of these has these two buttons and it has the function as a smart charger, but it has the function that you can increase the power to charge a battery that is completely dead. By pressing these two buttons for 3 seconds, it should work, and later on we will see it on this battery that is completely dead. But the most important thing is that we do the Hulkman test in a real case, in an emergency. We are not going to manufacture anything here. This is a truck that has a dead battery. How dead is it? Well, we're going to find out now, but for total transparency, we're going to start the truck. We verified it doesn't start. We removed the key. There's no sound or beep at all, absolutely nothing. Dead, it's a corpse. Well, this would be the perfect scenario to test this starter with a completely dead battery. We connect the clamps, turn it on. We have a 60% charge on the charger. Hulkman. We place it over here on one side. Then you're going to place it on your terminals. Positive and negative, as we see this, so it can be appreciated well. And there it is. Now, notice this alert that the portable starter is giving me. Does that alert mean that the battery is really flat? A completely lifeless body. They don't even have a volt, so we need to do the boost. Increase the power discharge by pressing these two buttons at the same time for 3 seconds. Until it says ready. There it is, ready. When it says ready, it means you can go ahead and turn it on and check the laptop starter. Gave you enough charge to start a battery that is completely dead. Very well. Let's go in. It has already turned on. Very well. Applause for Hulkman. The real test of how you can get out of an emergency, and simply what you have to do is go now. When you have your vehicle turned on, you come back here and withdraw the tweezers, and that's it. Mission accomplished. The job is done. But there's a second problem that can cause you trouble, and that's if you mess up placing the cables here on the battery. If you put the negative on the positive terminal and vice versa, the positive on the negative, you make a mistake that anyone can make. Well, what happens? If you have a charger like these, one good thing is that it has a warning signal in case you make a polarity error, that is reversed polarity. It's an internal protection system that it has that won't let you make a mistake because it sends you an alert and you're going to realize that you've done it backwards. Another very good thing that I love about this Hulkman portable starter is that you're going to have 10 levels of protection. Had I already told you about the reverse polarity protection, that is, if you connect the cables backwards, it's going to emit a beep, an alert, but it also includes a spark alert. And the casing look, the construction of the casing is made with Ingress Protection 65 rated materials, which offer you protection against water, dust, also impacts that receive blows. The internal structure of the starter will be very protected. And here we have a small truck, and has the portable starter managed to help start this small truck with a small engine? But what happens if you have a larger truck? Well, in that case, here we have a very important clue in the product name Hulkman. 8.5, because it refers to the fact that it can help start vehicles of 8.5 liters of gasoline. And here it also says gas and diesel up to 6.0 liters. So if it's a larger vehicle, you really don't have much to worry about. And the starter is supposed to serve you in those cases as well. Now, another important piece of information that the digital screen gives you is the charge percentage. And how long does this stay charged? Well, when it's charged to 100%, you can have it in your vehicle, says the manufacturer. That it can last up to 18 months, more than a year to have it there. For an emergency, it's pretty good. Remember to set a phone reminder to charge it later. From 0 to 80%, when you charge it at home, it takes approximately 1 hour. However, let's assume that you had an emergency, you ran out of battery in your vehicle, and it's completely discharged. If you manage to get to a place where you can charge the device for about 10 minutes, it will give you enough percentage to power the dead battery and be able to start it. That's an important piece of information. Because all of these are also factors that are convenient. To own one of these devices, to decide and possess one, that's it. Very good. The peak current it gives you is 2000 amps, this charger, and the battery that the unit has is 20,000 milliamps. Instructions. Do you already have stickers to look how nice? Let's keep this stored here while we continue doing this unboxing. And look, this is how the unit comes. Everything very well packed with the cellophane. This cellophane should be opened from here. And here we have it. This is how the brand new unit comes. Totally brand new. I like the color also here. The black screen with this black blue. Look, it goes a bit with the Jeep I have here, but well, we are not talking about this Jeep at the moment. And here you have a message that says hit the road now. I mean hit the street. I mean go to the street, go to the road. Because with this, it gives you security, it gives you peace, mental peace, what they call here peace of mind, to be able to go. And if you have any emergency, well, with your Hulkman 8.5, you will be able to do it. What else is there around here? Well, I think that's all. No, what do you mean that's all? Here you also have what they call a quick start. A quick start is a pretty quick reference of instructions. It's 1, 2, 3 to be able to operate it. The portable starter. And here you have, of course, the cables, the clamps. Positive, negative. This is a 12-volt port adapter. The cigarette lighter adapter, in case you have any device, can work together with the portable starter. Because this is a power bank that they call a charging station. With this adapter will serve you. For example, if you have a fan they call it, it's that fan you have. This type of connector, you're going to be able to connect it there. What else? For example, an air inflator compressor. That's also one of the things that usually comes with this type of connection. Also, if you need to use an air compressor that comes with that connector, it's going to come in very handy for you. And is there a refrigerator, or are there small refrigerators that are for the vehicle, the car? That's also going to work for you with this adapter. And well, you have the pliers here. And here you have to charge the device, not for the current with its connector. And here you have a USB to USB-C adapter. Also, because remember that as it is a charging station, here you can, let's look at the connections it has. You can charge your cell phone. You can charge any device that needs to have a USB, USB-C, USB connection. There you can charge it. And I'm sure it will give you enough charge to charge a cell phone anywhere. And there you have the connection to plug in the electricity to charge the battery of the device itself, of the portable starter, which is a 20,000 milliampere battery. It's a good battery to last long enough for when you need it. Something I really like is how practical, convenient, the size itself, how lightweight it is. You can store this in your car without any problem. Anyone can have it, a lady, and it's very practical and convenient. And the reason why I say this is because a while back I tried a power bank, a portable starter, much heavier, larger. I think you remember in that video, and that really, it was quite heavy. When I compare it with this, definitely, well, this is something you're going to want to have in your vehicle, and it's very practical. Another interesting thing you have here is this flashlight. Look, press, it's the button, it's already on, of course, the portable starter. Well, we already have it on, and it has different levels of illumination. You press it again, the intensity is a bit stronger, press it again, and it gives you a flashing signal. There you have another distress signal, and if you press it one last time, it's an emergency signal. All of this can be very useful in case you have an emergency. What do you think of the portable starter? Let me know in the comments if this information was useful. Feel free to share any questions or concerns. Well, the manufacturer probably has more answers than I do, but I'll do my best to respond. If you liked the video, you're going to like these two videos over here. I recommend them to you. Till next time, and a hug.